Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reporting all the way from Hawaii. We have a beautiful guest, Skye Conway. She is a fully raw vegan. She looks so healthy. So we're going to sit down and interview her today, hear her story, find out what's happening. Hey Skye, how's it going?
Good. How are you, Gillian? Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, of course. You're amazing. You're one of my besties and you radiate health. Your eyes look so white. You look so healthy. So what are the secrets? What have raw foods done for you?
Well, raw foods changed my life, as you know, completely. Like going from like 25 years of sickness to being completely well, to I think finding out who I am. I think a really important part of the raw foods is you find out who you are, like you truly are. There's no barriers, nothing blocking. I think that really then guided me into like looking after myself, like wanting to be in nature more, wanting to do runs, wanting to, do coaching to help others. Like my whole life's changed. So as for secrets, I think you need to do what works for you. Like you need to, my health journey has been nothing like anybody else's. It's my health journey, and what resonates with me is what I've done. And I think that's the main secret.
Yeah. And you feel happier? Would you say you feel happier on the raw foods? Like what kind of difference is it raw foods versus how you ate before?
So I had severe mental health problems by the time I had found raw food. So I'd been in psychiatric hospitals 9 times. 5 of those were acute. So I was scheduled. So one of them I couldn't leave for 10 months. And I think I went home a few times on the weekend. And in that period of time, like you think you know what sadness is or depression but when your whole brain shuts down on you, because I really dissociated and really couldn't remember things as well. You don't know who you are. You don't know what your body's doing. You're miserable isn't even a word. Like how depressed doesn't even seem like the right word. Like beyond, like suicidal, yes. Clinging on most days, yes. Once I found raw foods, can I just say within a few days, I knew something was shifting. Like it's not that it had fixed everything, but to feel hope for the first time in, oh God, it has to at least have been 20 years.
Wow, Skye.
Yeah. So like huge. Like I think when I think of what the raw foods can do, I think of the first thing that shifted is my mental health.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
So who knows where you'd be if you didn't take on the raw foods?
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like, because either when you're that dissociated, you either would do something by accident or you can't just cling on forever. Like you can cling on as long as you can. But like even when I was clinging on all those years, like the last few years before I got well, you don't know why you are. Like there's something still driving you. Like when you're human, there's a belief inside of you that you want to be well. But when you've beyond tried everything and everyone that is there to help you isn't there anymore because they're burnt out as well and the doctors can't do anymore. What are you holding on for?
Yeah. And you think the foods are that powerful? Like before when you had all the mental health problems, what do you think was causing that? Was it addictions, food, combination of everything?
So both addiction to food, to medications, to the lifestyle that had been created over my whole life. But once I found the raw foods, like it just like even if you have addiction tendencies, you can shift them over to things like chili. I was using chili, or peppermint oil. There is ways to shift it over, which help you. But each day on raw foods, there was hope, and there wasn't hope before. Like you may not feel perfect, but to feel something again is better than nothing. And that's what drove me to get well. Is you could take steps in your life and in nature and around people and. I find the foods, whenever I step back too much, and I'm always raw, but if I'm too much dehydrated or too much like soy sauce or something, like tamari sauce or something, you can feel you're not as clear. And I start to slip back into a lower vibration where my memory, the memories that sit there are like severely disturbed, and if you stay high vibe on lighter foods, in the level of raw foods you need to go, you can change your mental health. And once you change your mental health, you can change your physical health. You have to be in a sound mind. And anyone who is physically sick is mentally sick. As soon as I feel pain, I'm well now, if I hit my arm or leg or something, all the hormones that want to protect me from pain kick in and you're a different person. And that's only for a short period. when you're like that all the time, of course your mental health isn't good. And if the raw foods can support people in their mental health, imagine what they could achieve.
Yeah, true. Imagine everyone was raw.
It's like the one thing I think in a mental health unit, I'm not saying in any other unit it would cure everything, but in a mental health unit, it would just be like, it would change things.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for somebody who might be watching who's struggling with their mental health, struggling with addiction, like in that dark place and they're not on the other side of it yet?
So my advice is the self-belief. It's believing in you. There's a reason to be here, and it's not anybody else. It's not your kids. It's not your parents. It's not anything else but you. You have to believe that you're worth it and that you'll come through. Like how I got through, I'm like, if I can get through, I swear anybody can. And the other thing is, you don't have to go fully raw overnight, but why not add some fruit? Add something raw. Just heading in that direction can give you even more hope in yourself while healing you at some level. And it's that once you feel, the raw foods make you feel, and once you can feel wellness again at some level, it can help you move forward. The other advice, and I think because I speak to a lot of people with mental health problems, is if you are on medication, coming off those is just as torturous as before you were on them. So be careful, like make sure you do it slowly. If you're adding raw foods, don't just stop the medication. If you're going to come off it, do it slowly. Tell your doctor you want to do it, get support. I think because you can create a whole new mess inside of that.
Good advice. And how long have you been raw, and like what have you learned? Because you look really healthy. So like what are you doing and what have you learned in the journey?
Okay, so I've been raw 3 years. And when I first went raw, I had been very sick with what was called a functional neurological disorder, where I was at one stage, it was like I'd had a stroke. So I had no concentration. I couldn't really read or write. So when I found the raw foods, it was by accident. So I was already vegan. Vegan was making me sicker. My blood work showed my proteins weren't being made in my blood. And I was eating vegan and, as I said, getting sicker. And then I started eating the raw foods by accident. I was finally living alone and I just didn't cook the food.
Oh, really?
Easy. So,
that's the first where I've heard somebody do that. No way.
So
and then you were like, whoa, this makes me feel good, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was vegan, so I knew that. And when you're vegan, you start to learn that, of course, the salad makes you feel a bit better. But then obviously I was having cooked food or something cooked with it. But when I was living by myself and I couldn't really look after myself, so it was just fruits and salads a lot of the time. And then I would start to feel a bit better. Like for the first time, I'd be like free of a lot of symptoms and get some clothes hanging out. And then I'd eat like steamed sweet potato and I'd be back in bed for 4 days with my symptoms back. And I'm like, Skye, and I couldn't really read what I was supposed to do. So it was literally like, okay, celery's worked, carrot worked. Like I was munching on that a lot during the day, having big salads in the afternoon, fermented foods, nuts, a little bit of fruit, but it was a lot of greens. It was a lot of what my body wanted. Like it was basically, the other thing that I knew from the start is, from experience of being sick all of that time and not sticking to anything and knowing how strong the raw foods were, is that if I didn't enjoy the process, I wasn't going to stick to it long term. So it was a matter of me getting, like if I felt like sweet chili in some way, making it so that there was like mango and chili and lime, like I had to keep, that was the only thing I really stuck with as well, is that you have to get these raw foods in and like be pleasurable. If you just keep doing it, I don't know, I'm not even following someone, but just if you just eat something that is not giving you pleasure, from experience, Skye, you will not stick to it. Yeah. And that really, like, I guess, propelled me to do the recipes, right?
And your recipes are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And you don't feel like you're missing out on this lifestyle. Like you feel satisfied in everything.
It's like I feel like I'm living in a dream. Like I feel like the foods are just so vibrant. They give you so much life. Like once you get well, and you guys have to understand, I was sick for like 25 years of my life. Within 6 weeks, what almost $1 million given to doctors, surgeons, carers, all these allied health professionals were supposed to do, I did in 6 weeks with celery, carrots, and a salad, right? So
it's crazy. It's so simple, right?
It is. I think that's the problem. I think that's where people are stuck, right? Because we're in a world where we're shown the more you have, the more you're worth. So the more houses, cars, finances. And so the better doctors, the better physios, you
True.
know. And then to think that nature is staring us in the face every day. So I was never angry when I got well. I was like, Skye, hello, this was in your face your entire life. You're obviously not ready to accept it. It's not that the universe was never not there. It's just once I discovered it, and you have to let go of a lot of programming. Like you have to, like, especially I feel like I'm finding myself again now. Whereas at the start it was like really stripping back. Once I discovered that all these layers of like perfumes and shampoo and conditioner and all of that were adding to it, the more I stripped back, the better I felt.
Yeah.
But then you get to this point where you can be very vulnerable in a world where you're eating quite lightly. And
how have you made this work in a world where nobody eats like this?
so, as I was telling you before, so I only recently got all of my memory back. Like a lot of it was dissociated, and as it came back, Skye came back. But before that, it was very light and, you know, bicarb for washing, rosemary oil, rosemary water and apple cider vinegar for the hair. And then as I came back together, I was like, I felt more like who I always had been. And I just feel eating lightly, like I was eating nothing basically dried, or it was mostly fruits, even fruits at night, fruit salads that were just savory. I felt really like I was getting more sensitive to everything. So I healed and kind of then came out the other side of being sensitive to everything. And I've found that more like nuts and seeds and more salads quite grounding for me and supportive. And it's going into winter now in Australia, so I'm quite happy to bring out the dehydrator more and add like a curry on top of my salad, like of course a raw curry.
Yeah.
But I find being around computers and lights and all of this, it works better to have more, like whether it's the microbiome building it up, whether it's just the foods are more grounding in the system, more fats are more protective. You know, I even notice in the sun in Australia, I know people say to eat, you know, it's best to eat 10% fat, but if I do, I burn, especially in Australia. When I went to Bali, not a problem eating fruit. But we have the hole in the ozone layer, so I don't know. I just find I'm more protected if I
With
eat
a bit more fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody has to do what works for them, right?
That's key too,
Yeah.
right?
And you've done some cleansing, right?
Yeah, my cleansing's been led by my body. You know, the grape cleanse for 21 days,
You
and
came on the channel for that. Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
that video down below. That's right.
and that was the tooth. And I was like, it's funny because leading up to it, I just discovered Dr. Morse and then read Joanna Brandt's book. So I was led to the grapes, and I was going into grape season, and then I got the pain in my tooth.
Yeah.
And then I ate grapes and it went. And then I came out of that, and then I went back quite light still, you know, my fruits mostly. And then at the end of the year, I got the shingles, and I couldn't eat anything but grapes and watermelon. Like the lighter, the better. Like the nerves in my body were just not having food.
Yeah.
And then I got onto the juices.
Oh, yeah. You juice cleansed for a while.
Yeah.
And that was good.
And that too. But then coming off it, I was so raw. Like that's when I realized the world, like to be in this world. And I've been doing, I was telling you, greens, like heavy on the greens, like green juices all day and a big green salad with nuts and seeds at night. And I feel more, I don't like to use the word normal, but balanced. And I'm kind of like here, and I feel like I'm finding back my balance where I'm doing bits of fruit, bits of greens. Because after you've done that amount of cleansing, so that's like 4 to 5 months of cleansing, your gut's still like, you've got to get things back in slowly.
Yeah, totally. And how has your life changed as a result of like nourishing and taking care of your body? Have you noticed changes in your life because of that? Because usually, like, I feel like our life is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And if we're really nourishing ourselves and taking care of ourselves, things typically around us tend to change and reflect back in a better way.
I think a good example is I was not really talking to my family when I got well. I hadn't spoken to friends, and you start to, I guess, get in a victim mentality. Well, until you are out of that victim mentality, you don't heal. So a lot of it was like, you know, they've done this has happened, you know, it's like poor me, even though I would never, was kind of not saying it. I guess at some level I thought that. Once I got on the raw foods, the way I saw relationships, like that's the first thing, how I saw myself in the universe, like every step I take is reflective on the universe. Like, you know, people think, oh, nobody saw that. Yeah, the universe is keeping score. You're keeping score. Like the way I lived my life was completely different. I connected to family, like the way I saw them in my world. So that changed. And then once my brain could function in like a linear form again, I of course, I created my website Raw, and I put up recipes and started coaching and like meeting people like you and so many people online. Like I feel there's an amazing community online. My life is just like a dream. Like I was just saying before that I can't have imagined that. So I was just about to be my 3 years Raw. So this is that time where I'm changing over. And I could not imagine that at where I was in my life, like on disability payments, no family, barely like all areas of my life were shut down, to like blossoming and being in Hawaii and like hanging out with really amazing
and you're glowing
people.
and you're so happy.
Oh, thank
and do you have
you.
any vices? Some people are like, oh, I couldn't handle like never having a drink, never having a smoke, never having that cheeseburger. Like, do you have cheat days? Do you have vices or no?
No cheat days. It's interesting now that my memories come back online. It's when I'm out, it's like, or even at the airport coming through, I'm like, why not just get I've never had that voice before come back. Like, why don't not just have a drink? Why don't, because I was an alcoholic, so I really can't go back to drinking. Not that I want to.
How long were you an alcoholic for?
8 months. So not long in the scheme
but
of things.
Still.
Yeah. And my liver started shutting down. That's why I was in hospital, for 3 weeks.
How did you know your liver was shutting down?
I was getting sicker and sicker. I was already had the FND, and then I couldn't get up and I was collapsing, and then ambulance came and then took me to hospital and they did tests. And I think I'd already had some tests. It's hard to remember because I was alcoholic. And then my blood work came back horrendous.
Really?
Like absolutely. And Mum wanted me to go to hospital, but then I started collapsing all the time around the house, and I had to go into hospital, and I was there for 3 weeks, and they had to give all these infusions, and that's when they wanted me to go into rehab, and I tried, but I was so delirious. I had mental health problems too, so then I ended up in a psych ward, back in another hospital having seizures. It was like this jump then. So once the psych wards came in, it was like I was either in hospital for physical things, or then my mental health was so bad I really couldn't look after myself.
You've been through so much. Think too now, like all the time and money you're saving by being healthy.
I know,
even all the time. The ambulance is called, going here, going there. Like how that affects your life and your work and your career and your money and your relationships. Like holy. So all just fixed with the raw foods.
Yeah.
It's so simple. I love it.
Is. And there's nothing like, I know a lot of people go, did you take enzymes? Did you take this? Or did you take that? The biggest discovery I made was that the more I was in nature, like imagine I was like Eve, like in the Garden of Eden type thing, I just knew I felt better. Like the less shampoo I used, the less chemicals. It was like, so I didn't want to add. I cut out like my iron infusions, my vitamin B12 shots, and that was all fine. I had blood tests and they were slowly going up. Like my doctor's like, you cured anemia with a diet which we think is deficient in iron.
Yeah.
Like they're like, how? And you don't even have the organ that's supposed to be absorbing the most iron.
Wow. What a journey you've had.
I know, right?
And I know we have a good question. We have a question from you from our last guest.
Okay.
The last guest picks a question for the next guest. Let me get that ready. Okay, so the question is, what is your biggest secret to success?
Love.
Oh, that's a good answer, Skye.
Self-love. Like you cannot succeed in life, the raw foods, what you want. I don't think you can do any of it to past 100%. Like once you hit self-love, you're over 100%. Like you giving to the universe, you're giving to yourself. I don't think you can succeed with the raw foods without love.
I love that. It's so true. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh.
And do you have any words to end off with? Any words of inspiration? Anything you feel called to share with my amazing viewers? They're all so nice. They're just the best people ever.
They are, aren't
they? Really
they?
are. I'm lucky.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I
of
adore
course.
you.
No, me
You are just
too.
amazing. I'm so lucky to have you in my
Me too.
life and world. I think believe in yourself. Like just believe in yourself. If you have that while you're going through any struggle, any battle. I know a lot of people who are watching need that inspiration as to why do I keep going, is believe for you. Once you realize it's in you and you find that self-love, what you can give to the world, your family, children, everything is limitless. So believe in you.
Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
We've been having such a good time in Hawaii. We've been doing a lot. Yesterday we were climbing trees with Dan McDonald, getting coconuts, feasting. It's been such an adventure. So nice. Yeah, well, I love you. Everybody go follow Skye. She has some amazing recipe books and everything as well. So I'll link all her stuff in the description box. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for so many amazing podcasts and videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.